As Davis stepped through the heavy iron gates, a chill ran down his spine, amplified by the ominous clang that echoed behind him. The air was thick with an oppressive mixture of fear and anticipation. Stripped of his freedom, he felt completely exposed in the unforgiving environment. Nervous whispers filled the halls, while the distant sounds of inmates laughing and shouting seemed surreal, strange reminders of a life he once knew. With each step deeper into the prison, he clutched the small, faded photograph of his daughter, a lifeline to the world outside. He couldn't shake the feeling of being trapped, not just by the walls, but by his past decisions. Yet amidst the palpable tension, a flicker of hope ignited within him. He realized that, within these harsh confines, he would have to learn to survive, and perhaps even to connect, as he faced the daunting journey ahead. Davis found himself drawn to Latasha on the recreation yard, their initial conversations unearthing layers of vulnerability. As they traded stories, the weight of shared past became a catalyst for an unexpected friendship. Latasha spoke of her crime, a moment of passion that spiraled out of control, and the regrets that haunted her. In return, Davis revealed his struggle with loneliness and the aching desire for connection amidst the cold steel bars. Their laughter echoed against the prison walls, a striking contrast to the somber reality around them. As they navigated the chaos of daily routines, their bond deepened, revealing the humanity that still thrived within these walls. Even in confinement, moments of joy bloomed in unexpected ways. Sharing meals, small victories in the yard, and whispered jokes during lonely nights illuminated their paths, reminding both that happiness could flicker on the darkest days, kindling hope for brighter tomorrows. The routine within the prison provides a strange comfort to the inmates, each day blurring into the next yet revealing fragments of their past lives. As Davis navigates the chaos of mealtime, he reflects on the once familiar ritual of sharing food with family, now replaced by clangs of metal trays and the gruff voices of guards. In the recreation yard, laughter and shouts blend with the rhythmic thump of a basketball hitting concrete, a fleeting taste of freedom they all crave. While the schedule dictates every hour, it is the stories shared in these moments that reveal deeper truths. Inmates recount tales of heartache and joy, painting vivid pictures of their lives before turmoil struck. Each word exchanged becomes a thread, weaving connections in a place that often feels devoid of warmth. The mundane can transform into solace, as camaraderie roots itself amid the stark reality of confinement. In the hushed solitude of their cells, inmates find moments of introspection that often elude them in the chaos of daily life. Marco, a talented artist, speaks softly of the quiet hours when the world outside fades away, leaving only the whispers of regret and dreams yet to be realized. He describes how he transforms the stark, peeling walls of his cell into vibrant murals, each brushstroke a cathartic release of his past and a testament to his enduring hope. The haunting soundscape accompanies his thoughts, a soft wind rustling through the bars, the distant drip of water echoing like a ticking clock. Here, surrounded by silent shadows, he and his fellow inmates contemplate their choices and grapple with guilt, but also express a flicker of acceptance. Amid the starkness, these quiet moments shine a light on the profound resilience of the human spirit, illuminating their paths toward redemption. The atmosphere shifted abruptly in the yard as tensions simmered, igniting a fierce altercation that erupted among the inmates. Davis, who had begun to feel secure in his newfound friendships, now faced a stark reminder of the fragility of life behind bars. The sounds of shouts and chaos echoed through the concrete walls, drowning out hopes and camaraderie. Inmates recounted their experiences, fear etched in their voices as they described the adrenaline surge, the instinct to protect themselves, and the helplessness that ensued. Latasha's narration revealed how the fight stirred memories of the violent pasts they were trying to escape, while Marco, the artist, reflected on the irony of their surroundings. The very walls meant to contain them were crumbling under the pressure of anger. The lockdown that followed served as both a punishment and a moment of reflection, uniting some while dividing others, showcasing the delicate balance of humanity in confinement. Evelyn sits in the dimly lit group room, the soft hum of quiet discussions swirling around her. With a calm yet commanding presence, she leads the weekly rehabilitation session, where a small group of inmates gathers to share their struggles and victories. Her voice, warm and encouraging, resonates with the other inmates, creating an atmosphere of trust. She recounts her journey from despair to hope, illustrating how education and mentorship can ignite change even within these walls. As she shares her story, her eyes light up, inspiring others to confront their own demons. The soundscape shifts subtly, incorporating the gentle notes of soothing music that float through the air, providing a backdrop to the poignant revelations shared. In this moment, the inmates aren't just tormented souls, they are seekers of redemption, discovering strength in vulnerability. It's a powerful reminder that even amidst shadows, the light of transformation can shine through. In the stillness of the prison yard, inmates gather their hopes and dreams like fragile paper boats, drifting on the currents of uncertainty. As the ticking clock echoes in the background, Davis and his fellow inmates share their aspirations for life after prison. The air is thick with yearning as they voice their desires, reconnecting with loved ones, pursuing education, and finding new purpose. Each story unfolds like a delicate thread, weaving a tapestry of resilience and ambition amidst the steel and shadows. Latasha speaks softly of her dream to start a nonprofit for at-risk youth, while Marco envisions a future where his art can inspire others. Their words are tinged with both hope and fear, a duality captured in the soundscape of chirping birds and distant city life. With each shared dream, a sense of camaraderie deepens, binding them together in their quest for freedom and redemption, a light flickering brightly against the darkness that surrounds them. As the quiet hum of the prison life filtered through the walls, the importance of family bonds echoed louder than ever among the inmates. Davis anxiously awaited his weekly phone call, a lifeline connecting him to his mother. When the call came through, their conversation danced between light-hearted reminiscences and stinging realities, filled with emotional silences that spoke volumes. Latasha often shared similar snippets of connection, revealing her vulnerabilities as she spoke to her young daughter, each word woven together with love and longing. The muffled sounds of laughter and tears during visits reminded them that even behind these walls, humanity thrived. In the confines of their cell, the power of family kept hope alive, leading them to reflect on what awaited them outside. They found strength in shared stories, reaffirming that while walls might separate them, love could bridge the distance, keeping their spirits unbroken as they navigated their harsh realities. As the late evening light filters through the barred windows, the weight of regret hangs heavy in the air. In their cells, inmates voice the haunting realities of the choices that brought them to this unforgiving place. One by one, they recount heartbreaking stories. A father who turned to crime to support his family, a young woman whose innocence was shattered in a moment of desperation, and an artist like Marco who reflects on the paths not taken, realizing how fleeting life can be. Their voices intertwine, creating a poignant tapestry of remorse and introspection. The soundscape shifts gently, mirroring the mood. Soft, somber music echoes in the background, while rain patters against the concrete walls, emphasizing their isolation. Each story reveals a shard of humanity buried beneath their past actions. In this shared silence, they find solace, together grappling with the shadow of their regrets and the faint glimmer of hope for reconciliation within themselves. As the days blend into one another, small acts of kindness ripple through the concrete corridors of the prison, weaving a tenuous fabric of connection among inmates. Latasha often finds herself nurturing the younger men, guiding them through the complexities of life behind bars. In the dim light of their common area, she shares stories of resilience, encouraging them to channel their energy into painting or writing instead of despair. The soft laughter that emerges from card games and shared meals warms the cold atmosphere, reminding them of the humanity they still possess. Recipients of unexpected compassion, these young inmates, once hardened and angry, begin to show glimpses of hope. As they bond over shared experiences, the walls that divide them start to seem less daunting. Each moment of kindness reflects a flame flickering in the shadows, illuminating the path toward unity and understanding within their confined world. As the reality of confinement sets deeper, inmates grapple with the labels imposed on them by society and the prison system. In the echoing halls, the struggle for identity becomes a profound battle. Marco reflects on how he once defined himself solely by his mistakes, an identity forged from past actions. Now in these walls, he meets fellow inmates who challenge his perceptions and encourage him to reclaim his narrative. They share stories of their lives before prison, moments of joy and aspirations tarnished by mistakes, yet still flickering with hope. Amidst quiet conversations in the dimly lit corridors, they ponder the weight of their pasts and the possibility of rebirth. As laughter mingles with the shadows, a sense of camaraderie emerges, revealing the powerful truth. Even in the bleakest circumstances, they can redefine themselves. The unyielding pursuit of self-acceptance and belonging continues, casting a flicker of light in the darkest corners. As the days blend into a routine, the focus shifts toward hope and healing within the prison walls. Inmates begin to gather in small groups for mental health initiatives, where counselors foster an environment of trust and openness. Here, they explore their struggles, sharing stories that echo through the sterile, concrete rooms. Marco finds solace in expressing his feelings through guided discussions, emphasizing vulnerability as a strength rather than a liability. The soft sounds of meditation music fill the air, creating a cocoon of tranquility amidst the harsh realities outside. Laughter sometimes breaks through the solemnity, as inmates bond over their shared experiences, discovering coping mechanisms that allow them to confront their demons. It's a sanctuary where resilience blooms, illuminating the darkest corners of their minds. In these fleeting moments, the seeds of healing are planted, nurturing hope that perhaps they can rewrite their narratives and emerge from the shadows renewed. As whispered deals unfold in the shadows of the prison yard, inmates navigate a dangerous web of illegal trades, each transaction steeped in desperation and risk. Inside these steel walls, the same drive for survival that exists beyond them manifests in contraband cigarettes, homemade liquor, and even forbidden luxuries. Inmates provide insight into how these trades mirror the outside world, reflecting societal issues like poverty and addiction. Marco recalls a friend who descended deeper into this world, facing dire consequences as his ambition led to a dark path. The tension rises as inmates share their stories, drawing parallels between their choices and the allure of easy gains. The sharp clinking of items exchanged in hushed corners punctuates their words, reminding listeners of the constant dance between rebellion and the desire to escape the reality of confinement. Yet amidst this chaos, the yearning for a different life looms large, a testament to the choices that bind and free them.